All right, you know what time
You gonna
it
do it or I'm gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it. Nah, you can do it. Nah.
I'm only taking one of those.
Hey, I got you this time. I got you. I'll be cool. Dang, I ain't did one of these in a minute. How I do it? What's going on, YouTube? Back at it again with a Free Game Friday podcast. It's Jazzy the Prince, THA, not THE. You dig what I'm saying?
Is that how you used to do it?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but I went with it. I went with the flow.
No good. Canon WGSXD. No spaces. All platforms. There it is.
He forgot it for a second.
I did forget it. Man, it's been a minute.
What's going on? It's been even though like we ain't recorded a video in a minute, like me and him been like interacting, so this isn't our first time not. This isn't our first time interacting with each other since, quarantine started, so. But I've been cool. I know I ain't talked to y'all in a minute. Just been chilling.
Yeah, hopefully y'all doing good out there. Obviously, we ain't been really doing our stuff because the same reasons everybody hasn't been doing their stuff. It's like life's been on pause. This whole coronavirus. And this episode will be a little different because, it'll, obviously, we going to give you our free game. I mean, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do. That's all we know how to do. You know what I'm saying? But, it's just, we kind of like going to be weighing in on like, just kind of thoughts on, this whole that's going on. You know what I'm talking about.
With this huge with this huge that's going on, all this crazy stuff that's going on.
Bro, why was he struggling so hard on that?
I'm clipping it.
I ain't never wanted to just help somebody out so bad in my life. I was like, there you go, Floyd. Just say it. Just say it. He didn't do it. I was like, God, you almost had it.
I thought he was going to finally say it, too. With this whole...
It's a lot of stuff going on in this world. But yeah, like you said, we're just gonna chime in, give our thoughts. We've been thinking about doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And, we tried to record one, it just wasn't flowing, and it was just like very.
He was talking about what Netflix shows we was watching for like 30 minutes.
And
I was like, yeah.
What he's saying is there's no substance in that video, so
right.
We scratched that. We had to definitely hit the drawing board again, but we're here. It definitely was hard not doing this because we were doing it week after week, and we was doing it. We was pushing those videos out, and then we took like a 3-week gap. And it was like, sheesh.
Yeah. People
hitting me up like, when the next episode coming? I'm like, oh, it's coming soon. We just dealing with the whole quarantine. And people kept asking like, oh, when the next episode? The next episode?
Yeah.
Where Free Game Friday at? And I was like, oh, look. It got to a point where I was like, all right, we got to put something out.
Mm-hmm.
And we're here. So, again, shout out to everybody that hit me up and asked what the video was.
Yeah, ain't nobody hit me up, but if you watching this, hey, if you know me and you watching this, shout out to you, though. But, man, so you want to go first? Like, what do you think about just, like, what's going on? Like, what's the biggest thing that has like been impacted for you throughout this whole virus situation?
So it was kind of in the beginning. I would say what was impacted was just like my overall mentality. So before Corona, I was going to work, and I was doing the Free Game Friday podcast. I was also working on my fashion page on Instagram, and then I was doing things like I was if I wasn't at work where I was working like set shifts, I was doing something that I wanted to do like in a like creatively wise. But then if I wasn't doing that, I was hanging out with friends. So I was occupying my time with something. But once Corona hit, it was like bam, nobody can go outside, social distancing, can't go to work, all this other stuff. So then my mentality was like I felt like a caged animal in a sense, like because I couldn't leave the house. And then if I was, it was only for like a couple minutes, and I was back inside.
What I tell you yesterday? When you dropped me off.
Oh yeah, he's like, if I'm in prison.
I feel like I'm literally walking myself back into prison, bro. That's literally.
Yeah.
I feel that.
That first week, I was just like, I was going through it, man. I was sleeping for like X amount of hours on days in, days. Like I was taking 3 naps a day. Like literally, you'd be like, bro, what nap you on? I'd be like number 3. I'm on nap number 3. And like I had no motivation at all. Yeah. I would say that was like the biggest thing that was impacting my motivation, just to like, you know, get up and like want to be productive, was severely impacted. Mm-hmm. But you know, I've moved past since then.
I feel you.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, similar. I think I learned a lot about myself. You know, first and foremost, like I felt like I always thought, oh, if I had a little more time, I could do this or do that. But like, bro, like since this whole thing happened, like I just been bored. And like, you know, the first couple weeks was the hardest, I guess. But you know, I was taking naps too, like just binge watching shows. I watched season 1 through 5 of like Breaking Bad. Like it was a sobering experience for me. Like just to really, I don't know. Like I feel like this is a very unique time, and it's something that like I feel like, you know, this is like a once in a lifetime type situation, and a lot of people right now, they're just forced to confront things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, you know, like, bruh, like my motivation or whatever, like it didn't come through time, like me having time, because I have all the time in the world right now, still not doing shit, you know what I mean, or stuff. But it comes through people. Like when I was around people, like you said, like you had work, and then you was doing your own creative stuff, and then, you know, like when you wasn't working or doing your own, you was hanging out with friends. Like we're pretty social people, you know what I mean? And not everybody is, but like for me personally, like I was very you know, active person, and I did not like being home ever. I didn't like I don't like that feeling of just like ultimate security. Like I don't feel like I really am my best self when I'm at home, because I'm so comfortable. I got everything I need here. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't push me to do stuff. When I was really motivated was when I was like literally living out of a suitcase, you know, sleeping on couches back when, you know, I was working full time with my brother. Like that's when I was at my happiest. That's when I felt the most like driven in a sense. But you know, I think that's pretty much the bulk of it. Like it just taught me a lot, and it is a sobering experience. And you know, I think this is a time where like I had to, you know, really look at myself and understand who I am, and you know, kind of not give myself any excuses for like just what I've been doing before this, and what I'm doing during it, and what I'm gonna do after. But you know, that's pretty much, those are my thoughts on it.
Yeah, and I would say that how I kind of like came out of that whole little funk is like I get in these modes where I just start feeling sorry for myself. I'm like, why am I even feeling like this? Like, this is what I asked for. When I was waking up, going every day, like to go to work, I was like, man, can't wait till my day off. I'm about to be, you know, X, Y, and Z. Or I can't wait till like that vacation so I can do X, Y, and Z. And like, I'm not saying this is a vacation, but like literally, if you're as creative as, you know, you and I are, this is a time where like once we come out of it, we're gonna have something that, you know, can be an actual thing. So that's what kind of like got me out of it. I was like, you know, I had to stop feeling sorry for myself. I'm like, okay, I get it. Like I'm in the house 24/7, and you know I can't hang out with friends, but like I gotta do something. I gotta occupy my time in some fashion, or I'm literally gonna go insane.
Yep.
So I think that's what kind of got me out of it. You know, I started, you know, visualizing what life is gonna be like after this is over. So like starting a clothing brand, creating, building up this Instagram account, building up Free Game Friday, and I started working towards those things. So I got something, you know, that I could look forward to, and I wake up to look forward to do. You know, and then like quarantine now is just like nothing but a creative pool. Now I'm chilling. I wake up every day. I'm like, whoo, I'm about to get up and create something.
I know. I mean, that kind of, you know, segues into the next point that we have, but I don't know if you have anything else to weigh in. But what's been keeping you motivated, you know, during this time? Like, and do you have any like advice to others on like how to stay motivated during a time like this?
I would say whatever you like doing in your free time. So like, just picture this. Close your eyes and picture what you like doing before quarantine happened. That involves you. That doesn't involve anybody else. You know, visualize that, and then that's what you need to work on. So if you are like an entrepreneur and you want to start up a business, or you want to, you know, start that clothing brand, or start that, you know, I know somebody likes she makes moisturizer for hair. She was doing that before then, but like, you know, just giving you examples, like do something that you want to do and that you want to like have at the end of this, so you can, you know, that could be the motivating thing, because that's what it was for me, you know, working on, you know, watching podcasts and learning how people run their podcasts, and, you know, looking at the fashion page and trying to figure out, you know, what elements I can add to my fashion page, and, you know, just browsing a whole bunch of things that's just gonna make me, you know, in my, you know, endeavors be better. Because, you know, I wake up every day, I'm like, whoo, I'm about to throw a fit on, throw it on Instagram, you know, or I'm about to watch a podcast, learn from their podcast, and see what I could bring over here, and, you know, just to, you know, add different elements. But yeah, that's kind of what's been keeping me motivated. You know, like I said, that first week was rough because like I was unmotivated as I was super unmotivated, bro. Like I was watching TV back to back to back. Like you said, you watched Breaking Bad, and I think those episodes are like an hour long.
They are.
So it's like, just imagine 5 seasons, and it's like 16 or 10 episodes each season, hour long.
Yeah.
That would drain you mentally.
And we talking about like one of the greatest shows to ever hit television. After I was done, I was like,
It's like you just drank a beer. It's like,
what am I gonna do now? It's tough, man. Like you know, like what's been keeping me motivated for the most part is just I like legitimately wanting to better myself, and like you know, that's such a cliche term. Like, you know, I don't like saying things. I don't like saying things that heck of people just say and not know what it means. But like, you know what I mean? Like as far as like motivation, or I don't know. But I understand, or at least in my head, I don't feel like anybody is supposed to take care of me, and that includes the government, right? So at that time, like when I'm feeling like I really don't want to, you know, invest in myself, in a sense, I pull motivation through just understanding, like, look, your whole goal in life is to, you know, be, you know, independent, and like, you know, obviously we all have goals of like bringing our families up into a place of, you know, wealth, or, you know, we got goals, and that includes our supporting cast, right? I want a better life for my mom. I want a better life for my dad, because like, you know, they struggle financially just like me. But like, you know, ultimately, like when I'm doing stuff, you know, it's just because I want to be the best me that I could be. And when I think about life, and like I think about some people's lives, it's like, bro, like I don't want to be a program that, like, you know, just will stick to, you know, to a strict schedule of like, I work from this time to this time, then I come home and I eat dinner from this time, then I watch this much TV, and then I go to sleep, and then I restart, and then on the weekends I do this. Like, I want to have an adventurous life, right? I want to have a full, rich life. I want to travel. I want to do these things. But in order to do that, I got to be able to carve that path for myself, right? So that's honestly what's been keeping me motivated personally, making it happen for myself, bettering myself, being the best me that like I could be, and not cheat myself just because, you know, I'm lazy. And I am lazy. You know, I'm for sure lazy. And I'll be the first person to admit that. And like, you know, people that know me, they know, like, you know, there's been times I was late on the Free Game Friday edits, and like, yeah, I be working and shit, but I also have, you know, there was times where I could have said no to like going out with some friends, or, you know, like there's always time. Yeah. Right? It's just how you manage it. So like, I want to be, you know, I just want to work on me. And that's what's been keeping me motivated during this whole thing.
Yeah. That's what I'll give you a little Free Game Friday nugget. People make time for what they want. So if they wanted to do it, I guarantee you they could have done it. You know, there's, you know, limitations or like restrictions on that, but if they wanted to do it and they wanted to make time for it, they could. So that's a little side piece right there.
I feel that. Yeah, and like I have, like, you know, I was just thinking, like, my motivations wouldn't necessarily apply to everybody's because I have different goals than other people do. But like my advice that I could give to somebody who might be lacking motivation during this time is to damn bro, I completely forgot it. Hold up. I'm cutting this now. Don't even trust me, I'm cutting it.
This guy.
My advice is to just force yourself, physically force yourself to take one step towards that thing that you want to do. Because I'm sure everybody has at least one thing that they want to do during this time. And even if you don't, you need to physically take that initiative and take one step, even if you don't, then go out and walk. You know? Like, go do something that you're not doing every day. Break the monotony, break the routine. One step, force yourself. And like, I can't stress that enough, because a lot of people are going to try to like tell you some logic or, you know, a new perspective on how to look at things. That helps for some people, but that can only help so much. You know what I mean? Like, you can only watch so much Gary Vee. For those that know who he is, you can only watch so much of him before you're just like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna just be lazy, bro. Like, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. You know what I mean?
This guy makes it too easy. I don't believe it.
It don't seem like he ever gets tired. You know what I mean? And some people are built like that. Everybody's
absolutely. Some people are built like that. I've tried to even be like built like that and be like super like just out there and just like yeah, let's be motivated. I'm about to, but like I'm human, bro. I crash.
Of course.
And I have nothing towards those people at all, like Gary Vee or like Eric Thomas.
Me neither.
Like, they have an abundance amount of energy. I commend them for that.
Me too.
But like,
I respect it.
I think by watching it, it kind of like makes you feel like if I'm not on their level,
you're failing.
I'm failing. Like, if I'm not just energetic 24 hours a day and like going after it, I'm a failure. And it's like, I don't think they, you know, intend for their content to be like that. But like, when I watch some of their stuff, I have to take a break. Like, I'll be on it tough for like a week or two. But then after that, it's like, bro, I can't watch no more of this.
Right.
I'm out of energy.
The thing is, that's what worked for them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That don't necessarily be what works for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you taking that one step, like, forget what they're saying, right? If I was in their position, right, and this is me trying to like motivate you, I don't have nothing to say that's like, stop being lazy, stop being a quitter, stop being a fucking loser, let's start winning. I have nothing like that to say, all right? All I have to say, sometimes it don't matter how bad you don't want to do it. You need to physically make yourself do it. Do something. Just do something. Like, and that's sometimes all it comes down to. It doesn't come down to the logic or the philosophy or how you feel or how bad you don't want to do it. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Yeah. Like, but yeah, that's it as far as like my advice to give anybody that, you know, may be struggling during this time, like me. You know, I've taken that advice, and it helps. Like, I will be the first person to tell you, like, it helps. You know, like, I've been making music. We're doing this podcast. Like, you know, just trying to shake it up. You know what I mean? I've done a lot of productive things that off the bat I didn't want to do, but as you know, I was hard on myself, and once I physically made myself, okay, bro, just get up and get in the car. Okay, just sit down, turn the mic on, start saying stuff. Bro, that makes the whole world different. It's literally a world's difference, bro.
Yeah, I think I'll even add on that because, you know, I think we've been kind of, you know, doing great at it. Is if you feel like you can't do it, I strongly recommend you to find a group that's like not just hitting you up like, all right, let's go drink at the beach, or like, let's go smoke some weed, dude. Like, find somebody that's gonna, like, I'm in this group chat, and like, even though I'm not super interested in the stock market, they're like, oh, you guys should pay attention to this, like, these different type of stocks, or these bonds, or these, like, they're trading high or whatever. Just like information in a group setting that's gonna like motivate you in the slightest. You know, like me and you texting each other like, hey, bring your camera over, we're about to take some pictures, and like, you're gonna edit them, and then we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna, like, to where it's like, it's shaking up that routine that you got of just like waking up and like, But if you're getting up and you're, you know,
surrounded by others that are also,
if they're on the same wavelength, you're just gonna feed off that energy and you're just gonna feel better. Like those days when you came over and we took those pictures, I was like, this is a great day. This is productive to them.
I was happy, bro. Yeah. I was super happy.
And like all we didn't really do much. We were still social distancing. We were still abiding by those rules, but we're literally just in my backyard doing that.
Right.
So it's like
now we got days of content, you know, quality pictures, like stuff that, you know, we just happy we did. Like, there's no way we not gonna be happy that we did that. Even if you didn't use the pictures, like, it's still a good thing. Like, just to get out and create and build for yourself.
Because you used your mind. Instead of just, like, doing something so, like...
Monday, watching TV.
Yeah. Like, you're just, like... And you're literally watching somebody talk at you. So you literally don't have to talk. You don't have to get up. You don't have to move. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is get up and get food if you want it. But other than that, you're just sitting there and you're just... all day. And I don't want to come off as one of those people that's like, get off your ass and go
Nah,
go
tell
read a book.
bro.
Get off your ass, go read a book. Cause like, if you're into like, so I know somebody that like watching TV shows and like he critiques them. So like, that's his thing. Like he watches movies, TV shows, and like he critiques them like to the finite point. And that's his thing. That's what he gets enjoyment out. I'm just saying, whatever you're doing, make sure it's making you happy at the same time. So like, if you know that you feel sluggish all day because you don't have the energy and all you're doing is watching TV, like, then switch it up. But if you have energy and you are, you know, a human being and you're not just doing some mundane tasks or just watching TV, then like by all means do it. I'm just saying, whatever you're doing, just make sure it's aiding you in some way.
100%. I agree with that. Sorry. But yeah, that's real. That's real. I mean, do you have any other like thoughts on just like motivation?
Not really. I would just say like, yeah, just find that thing that you wanna have once this is at the end of this whole social distancing, shelter in place policy. Yeah. Just like, cause then you could look back at it and be like, oh, like I created this, like it in a time of like pandemic craziness, madness, you know, toilet paper, paper towels all go off the shelves. I created something and I'm proud of it.
Right, yeah. That's fact. And you won't regret it. And like, you gotta, you know, you're not gonna have no other time like this. And I like, if you like me, when you see you know, people telling you online that already have a made career and they probably getting paid off of telling you this, now has never been a better time than to work on the things that you want to do. And like, you couldn't feel farther from that energy. Like, you would much rather just stay in bed or you know, sit on the couch and do whatever, surf YouTube, like, you know, watch TikToks. Like, I just downloaded TikTok during this stuff and I'm hooked.
That's a terrible thing to say. I'm
hooked.
Hey, man, got that TikTok link?
Yo, he don't even react to the TikToks. I still send it. I text him TikToks every time I you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hooked. But anyways, if you know, if you like me, you're not trying to hear all that. You know, just don't do it because somebody else is telling you. Like, don't do it because I'm telling you. But you need, like, at the same time, challenge yourself. Like give yourself meaning for life. Don't just, you know, don't prove all these people right. Don't prove the politicians right. Don't prove
statistics.
Yeah,
or like anybody. Like, just challenge yourself for your self fulfillment. Do it for you, because it's just you're gonna come out of it.
One step, bro.
Yeah,
one step. That's all I ask, bro. That's from me to you, bro. But no, that's serious stuff, man.
Yeah, so the question of the day, a new segment we gonna do.
Question of the day.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll call it.
Let's think.
We gotta think about it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. So the question is, could you still support a friend, significant other, or, you know, anybody of that nature? Could you still support them in their endeavors of, like, you know, like if they make music and they put it on SoundCloud or Instagram, or they have a business and they're trying to promote it, like, can you still support that person even though they did you wrong? in the past?
I could, but most of the times I don't. And depending on how dirty we talking, I could understand if somebody don't want to, support people that have done them dirty. But when it comes to something like that, you gotta that's an internal thing. That's revenge. You know what I mean?
I think that's off.
You think it's nah?
No, it's off.
Nah,
It's off.
nah. You sure?
And
quick sidebar. Oh my bad.
Go.
Oh, we fixing this camera stuff. We fixing it. All right, we not gonna be having all these cuts and these blackouts and stuff.
Yeah, that's just the way the camera is set up. So
Yeah.
we've tried to set it up to where it doesn't, but that's just the way the camera's set up. It only records 10-minute intervals. So
We building. All right, but if you watching it, even with that stuff, y'all the real fans for real. And I'm keeping tabs. I don't know about you.
keep that one.
Who's watching? I've been keeping tabs on who's watching. I don't know about Greg, but this is gonna be big. And I definitely know the people that was riding with us, from the jump, from video one. You know what I'm saying? So if you watching, again, I appreciate that. But yeah, going back to the topic. Yeah, I really haven't ever supported somebody that's done me dirty in the past. But I haven't really had opportunities to, I guess. And the only reason I know that I could do that now is because I don't expect stuff out of people. So where some people might view it as being did dirty, for me it would be, it would typically be some other type of situation. I think I would view it differently. And even if I viewed it as dirty, it's at the end of the day, if I choose to be the bigger person, in my opinion, maybe we could all grow. Because, it's strength in numbers, bro. If you build with people, you're going to get a lot farther than, trying to compete with people.
Nah, trust me, that's my perspective on it too. I'm a person, I don't like to burn bridges with nobody. If anyone that knows me thinks we have a burn bridge, you probably think about that for yourself, because I don't burn bridges with people, because you never know when you need to cross that path again. You may not never need to again in your life, but you never know. Life is just crazy like that. That person that might have did you wrong and y'all fell out real bad, you going to get this job and he's the boss of the company that you're trying to join, or in some way you're gonna need him. And if he remembers that and he's still petty and he's not being the biggest person, then it's nothing. So I try not to burn bridges with people, even though we might have fell out bad, they might have did me wrong. I still I don't sweep it under the rug. I just I move on. I don't carry that baggage anymore. I deal with it. At one point, if they did me bad after a week, I probably wouldn't support it. But after a month, after I'm healed, after I'm I dealt with that, I'm moving past it, bro. I think people think support comes from you just out in the streets with them, hey, get this, or support my homie music. Most of the time it's just on Instagram. If I see somebody posting music and we fell out, I'm it, scroll up, and it was so simple, but it didn't require much from me.
Right.
I didn't put energy into it. I didn't even listen to it.
Yeah.
I liked it, but that was support to them. You feel me? So I would just hope that somebody did that for me. So that's why I don't really trip off that whole oh, we got bad blood and I can't kick it with him, he fake, all that other stuff is I'm too grown for that. I'm only 23, but I think I'm too grown for that.
I feel you. I mean, there's definitely people that I refuse.
Hold on, I will say though, it does depend on what they did. Because if they're you killed my cousin, it's okay, now I can't really support you. But if it's some
we go a little less extreme, man.
if you stole something from me,
right.
From a while back, and it's I don't really care no more about that.
Yeah.
But if you kill my cousin, cuz I can't really talk to you. But yeah,
I feel you.
It's definitely there's definitely extremes to it. So I wouldn't
it's
say
people I won't hang out with today. It ain't nothing it's no beef. It's nothing I don't have a grudge against them or nothing like that. But there's definitely people that I just don't need them in my life. Like, you know, there's no positive value.
They play no role.
People. Yeah.
Now, like they did before, but they don't play a role now. So it's like, it's not that you're going out of your way not to kick them. You just don't cross paths, or y'all just don't.
Yeah.
Like y'all don't hit each other up. It's like no reason for y'all to really interact. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I think that wraps it up.
Man. This feel good. I like it. Love it.
You almost broke the camera before we started too.
Nah, man.
Man. Go ahead.
Nah, I did the clap. You do it.
We both clap. So let's both end it.
All right.
Again, thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for
watching the Free Game Friday. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
We doing it at the same time. Let's go.
Thank you
all
for tuning
watching
in.
The Free Game.
Bad.
Greg.
All right.
Greg, go. What is you doing? We a team, bro. Man, like, comment, subscribe, bro.